Okay, let's continue EU4 Meiou and taxes as Milan. I think I wanted to do a war against Naples to try and get my power projection up. They don't have really strong allies. They do have a province which they are integrating. That's actually going to be done in 3 years. That actually makes me consider to just wait a little bit. Although, maybe not. Maybe we just go now. Let's see, a province would probably be dumb enough to get borders here, letting England in. Naples actually have a bigger army than I do at the moment, but at any rate I would want to fund my army a little bit more. I think actually I'm just gonna wait until they have integrated province and I don't have to deal with 6k military here. And also, like I just saw that Bologna has made claims, I think, everywhere I wanted, actually. So let's have them try and make a claim here, since this is like this gets us to one sea province further south, and then after that either I can take it or feed it to Bologna, but at any rate I can get like a claim on Naples, which I probably want. Grab some stuff outside of the HRE and like be able to spread the aggressive expansion out a little bit rather than just having it all in one zone. So yeah, let's have our vassal try and make a claim there. And yeah, I guess we just go on, although just out of curiosity, how much admin and diplo am I gonna need for these upcoming reforms, although they're still quite far away? Yeah, 200, 400 admin. Not doing these two or in the first round. This I will do, so 500 and 200. And this will probably be done, so 700 and 350. So pretty much 900 and 500 points, or admin and diplo plus 115 admin here. And can I actually do anything with indirect taxation? I would need 25 state reach, so that will not be done in the first round. I think I saw earlier that if I do all of these reforms here, or privileges that I was planning, then we will lose like 60 elite loyalty. So I might just revoke a lot of privileges on the nobility. Might even do this also. The tenancy rights. And like just have the nobility go down to 0 loyalty. But I won't do that on the burghers, I think. Sometimes I just let all estates go to 0 loyalty, but I think I want to try and keep the burghers like somewhat loyal during the Great Reform. Anyways. Okay, so declining power of nobility. Don't think that's super relevant. By the way, what was the requirements for bureaucratic influence? Is it 40? Yeah, probably. That I don't actually know how that will work out, since the metropolitans and the aristocrats are pretty powerful. So like, even if I support the bureaucratic faction, can I get enough influence? Castile is a great power. By the way, am I still sharing knowledge with Hungary? Seems like I am. Okay, so when in 77 is this integration done? In April 77. So I think it might just be time to start funding the military a bit more and spending some more military power. Just do the default 40. And we will up the state recruitment budget to the standard 60%. Since it's gonna take a little bit of time to recruit, well, yeah, recruit the manpower. Right, I have this drunkard ruler that I'm hoping will die. Yeah, I guess I want to do the provide grain for commoners to stay at stability 2. So I think we were not too far away from being able to annex Montferrat. 2.7 years. Okay, so we will have them during the war. Also, I don't have more valid rivals, which I find interesting. Right, I was improving with the countries that I want to keep out of future coalitions. If Bohemia ever, or if we ever accumulate enough aggressive expansion for Bohemia to join our coalition, then I think we're pretty much just dead. What is this? The Lombard Renaissance. I don't care about any of these, really. Let's see, I wanted to check something here. So recruitment target 17,000. So we're gonna get like 11,000 more manpower. So 5.5 force limit. Let's see, we're on March, so I can train a couple of horses. I don't suppose we've gotten a claim here already. No. Are they allied to, or are they in this trade league? They're on a trade league with Ravenna. And let's see, Lucca would not join, but Fermo would. I'm thinking if I want to do this war first and then like grab Fermo, then I can actually take provinces from Naples, but aggressive expansion is also quite bad. But it's not like there's a huge amount of population here. I think I'll just wait with that war, and then since that was a way to declare on Genoa, and I would like to be able to take Liguria. Probably have to be close to 0 aggressive expansion with my neighbors. Also, there is no truce here between England and France at the moment, so I don't know if maybe it could be a bit risky to start like a big war if, like, I think there might be some events where France, like, they're not exactly forced to declare on England, but the other option is quite bad. Did I set the Ottomans as a country of special interest? I haven't. Would like to get some notification about what's going on with them, because, well, they're the Ottomans. At some point they're gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, so 4 or 5 more months. I guess it's time to start drilling and build a few more regiments. How all the military power is being spent on volunteers, or like some power is actually being spent on volunteers now. Force limit of 13. I think the recruitment target just hasn't caught up. Now it's June. But still. I wonder if Naples is actually gonna disband this right away or just stay above the limit. Might actually just wait until next year, because even if they keep these regiments, the manpower would adjust to it, or to being over force limit. Okay. Okay, some interactions with the nobility ran out. And the burghers and the clergy. And bureaucratic expansion ran out, so we will keep doing that. Despite losing stability. But yeah. Nobility is loyal, pretty much. So maybe I do something with the privilege again. Continue with this maybe. They are not recruiting a lot of manpower, but they will eventually when we expand, if we expand. I'm also tempted to get rid of that familial service too, or government for kin, which is causing +1 state corruption per year. I think I will do that actually, considering we're not super far away from accumulating a ton of corruption on both the state and province levels. Although that might upset them quite a lot. We lose some yearly legitimacy and prestige, but I think I'm okay with that. Just do not have to deal with -1 state corruption. I have to deal with -0.5 instead. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Then we have to support them a little bit with the usual strategic marriage. Yield concessions cost us prestige and, well, centralization, or like centralization gain, but we are already maxed out and will disown an unpopular relative. Lose some legitimacy, but it's going up despite not as quickly as before. I could even do a mission if I wanted to get it back. And how are we doing with the burghers? They are on average at 78 loyalty, but it's Pavia is dragging it down a bit, the average. But yeah, we will provide a tax relief. The clergy, I don't think we really need to do anything with. What did we end up with here? 80 with the 80 loyalty with the nobles. Good with that. Hello, Lord McCall. How are you? Going for Italy or HRE? Are they mutually exclusive? Why not both? Well, definitely Italy. And HRE, if anything, I'll dismantle it. Probably. I think that will be the long-term goal. To just dismantle that abomination of an HRE. But I'll probably stay in the HRE at least until 1490, where you have this Shadow Empire and everyone in Italy leaves. I thought they were mutually exclusive for some reason. I don't really know, like, or I thought you meant conquer Italy or conquer the HRE, but maybe you meant something else. Like, I've never really taken the time to really learn the HRE mechanics all that well. So that's kind of why. But also I find the HRE just so annoying, especially when you're not in the HRE and you can't, it's so much work to actually conquer land from the Empire. Now I just had the idea that you would form Italy or the HRE and couldn't form Italy and then the HRE. Isn't the HRE like not really a formable, just like the Empire? So I would think you could still form Italy and be the Emperor of the HRE. Yeah, you just do the reforms as the Emperor. So I think, I don't know if the HR or the like AI in the HRE is worse with this mod or not, but I've never seen them do, I think, more than 3 reforms because they just conquer each other and eventually annex all the state. You manage to keep a subject here. I think I tried to be in the Empire. Which nation was that? It might actually have been in a previous Milan one, but like everyone conquered each other and it, like, I did not know how to actually accumulate authority, or like I guess knew how, but not how to do it in practical terms. Anyways, I meant to have a look if I should invest some, but probably not really here. The farmlands are pretty much maxed out here, so are the mines actually. Invest some more in farmland and mines here. Probably just farmlands in these 4 provinces. Actually, nothing here. 60% throughput and profitability of 49%. Yeah, I guess invest in farmland. Yeah, I'll invest in farmland and stone. And Pavia corruption has actually gone down a bit. So I feel better about investing. Mines are basically maxed out. 87 out of 88. But let's invest 20 ducats in farmland. Celebrations ran out. Also, did the knowledge sharing with Hungary end because they embraced, or just because the 10 years were over? No, it just ended. Was confused why pest was not like green, but I guess it's just visual. I know very little of the mod and its intricacies beyond the basics, but I do notice that the game/force tactic, at least in the early game, seems much less relatively powerful than it used to be like a year or two ago. Oh. I do have a little bit of that here in the Alps, I think. What is you get here mostly? Food, salt, and fiber. Well, mostly food. But of course, there are so many contingencies and complexities in this mod, it could just be the campaigns I've been playing. Yeah, I don't really know that much about this part of the mod, to be honest. I just know that, well, in West Africa it's very nice because of the ivory. Timber is more profitable, but I guess maybe that's because we're in Italy and the prices for timber is probably high. Timber does seem generally very good now, at least in Western Europe in the early game. Yeah, I think so, and I could check the price map mode. So let me actually set the scope to Europe, or is it here? The chat is blocking my view a little bit, so yeah, that was it. I wasn't sure if I clicked Europe here. Yeah, it has to be that. I always thought it was very unfortunate that you can't set these numbers yourself. Yeah. It's very, very expensive in Naples. Because not so much in Castile though, or Hungary. Yeah, minimum price is in Europe is 7.7 in the Baltic and Muscovy. Anyways, I think we could just stop dwelling. Which, yeah, does sound very high. Okay. I was quite mad the first time I played Naples and then annexed Provence, and then there was an event later and just Provence was yoinked away. What is this? The Vatican standoff. Did they keep the army? I think they disbanded it. Avignon papacy, yeah, seems about the time for it. Yeah, preamble to it, I think is right. Our Lady of Bresa. I'm not really a huge... oh, that was actually a misclick. But yeah, I'm not really a general fan of events in this game. Okay, if they disbanded, then I think I'm just good to declare war with this diplomat. Call in our allies. Oh yeah, they inherited Nice, I think. Or as a vassal. I've actually forgotten a little bit about the castles. See, I think I am maxed out on relations, so I'll just wait until someone else gets borders or access. Ports are very bullshit rules in EU4. Oh my lord. Have you seen that that wiki article or page on forts in EU4? Like, I tried to read through it all, but holy crap, there are so many crap rules. The AI can very obviously do things the player can't. I haven't really noticed that. Like here, like I played Hungary and I somehow ended up with this province. And then there was a strait here, so I couldn't go into Venezia. Then I went here. And then I couldn't escape back. Like I had to bring in a regiment and like do the reorganization trick to actually be able to leave. No, but I can guess the amount of rationalizing and bullshit in it. It mostly just explained the rules, not really anything about like rationalization, but yeah, it is just so much. There we go. Wait, did they? Maybe they disbanded something here. It's not the amount of rules that bother me, it's the fact that the AI breaks half of them. Also, I think I'm used to province having 1 or 2 castles here. Or maybe I'm misremembering. By the way, what is my force limit now? Okay, it went up a little bit. It is still increasing though. Alright, Rome or Avignon. I usually just go with Rome. Do countries instantly convert, or what color is that? Ah, it's this color. Naples, France, and Aragon. And Florence and Venice also. And okay, I thought Austria, but that's, I guess, here. Okay, so it is open over to England. Ah, okay. Influential preacher. What happened with my influence here, by the way? I think we have enough loyalty with the clergy, so let's just take the influence. I guess I'm not really needed over here. Probably reset with the schism here. Oh, it has to be. I just found that to be a bit odd. Do we have a path this way? I don't actually know. Yeah, I think that connects actually. Okay. Well, we'll just go this way, and I think, yeah. Hmm. By the way, is that Bosnia? Yeah. Do they have a good general? They kinda do, and they... Yeah, I actually forgot to check military tech. Ah, do I want to take up with this stupid drunkard of a ruler? I guess. What do we actually get here? Ah. Yeah, I should have done this before I actually declared. -1 for attacker. Comet. It's actually interesting that I feel like with this mod that the AI will actually use the navy to send regiments to the front line. Okay, they could actually reinforce here if they wanted to. Yeah, I have seen the AI do that sometimes. I think like England is actually a good ally. I've had them fight for me all the way down in Sicily. And I think I even saw them fight Spain, and they had troops down in South Africa. Not that that was a good spot to have their units, but actually, let's see if we get to full strength next month. Close enough. We might lose a battle here, but actually, why don't I just wait until they are closing to taking it? I have also seen the AI leave walls around for decades, but that might be because I don't have some DLC or something. Yeah, I've seen the same thing. It is a bit ridiculous. I very much doubt that's the mod as programmed. I find it odd that the country doesn't break in any way when they leave the rebels for that long. I also saw like a country with a lot of, where the tribes had a lot of power in their capital, and then they moved their capital to a place where no estate had any power at all, and they just went from having like I think 15 regiments to 1 regiment. Yeah, I guess it's the way EU4 rebel works versus Meiou system, and it just fizzles out. Okay, they do reinforce. They actually don't leave this. I thought they would. Ah, there they go. I don't suppose that Aquitaine would help me out here. I feel like the AI is actually pretty decent with reinforcing when there's a battle going on. Although they reinforce to the point that they leave every siege, like, or like they break up a siege to come and help you, which isn't really great. Okay, this time they withdrew or withdraw. Weirdo. I think that is taking a long way to get to this direction. Anyway, I think I will leave and continue my own incipient Meiou campaign as England. Good luck with the game and stream. Okay, thank you for stopping by and good luck with your game as well. By the way, before you leave, may I ask, is it a new campaign or are you well into it? Where's Camarino again? That's Durasso. New, very new. Okay. So just starting the 100-year war. Ah, that's Camarino. Yeah, pretty much. Just fort level 2. They don't have a general. And I still only have... No, I guess I can have 2 generals now. Alright, ruler is actually in command because I'm trying to kill them. Anyways, bye. Yeah, bye-bye. Okay, I'm just testing out if the hotkey for pausing the recording is working, and it seems to be okay. England is doing a naval invasion of Italy. Okay, did we eclipse Flanders? We did. Kinda annoys me a lot when I see the AI do this naval invasion instead of just sailing into port and embarking. But I guess actually it's not really a valid reason here because they'll still be shocked when they land. Like I could understand it if I went off or went and embarked here or here or something, but what do they really achieve by going here? I think I can speed up because nothing is going on except this siege. Okay, our spy was caught. Just trying to come up with some work for my diplomat. Improve with Trent, I suppose. Okay, siege is over. I don't suppose people would be interested in attacking here. Would like to go for the capital, but probably approach from here. Or like that, actually. I guess we just wait until they've sieged most of the country. Okay, we need 6 regiments here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we leave 7. Hall of Kajeta. Okay, is this gonna work now? Okay. Probably make peace here with Bosnia. I don't actually remember. No, you cannot. I wouldn't even if I could. Just curious if it was possible. I don't really care about breaking up the alliance. Horse religion. Do I get any prestige? A little bit. That actually weakens them a lot, I think, because they'll get religious communities. Not that it's needed, but if I ever conquer this in the future, then I guess maybe they'll have converted something for me. Yeah, this is good. Chinese, I think they are vassal anyways. If someone were to step on their province, then I guess we could peace them out. They are vassal. Ooh, that's not great. They're paranoid on top of being a drunkard. That guy really needs to die. Would I consider switching a what's it called, advisor? There's at the moment no one available for +1 relations. Well, I guess I'm gonna annex this after the war, so we'll just lose a diplo point for a couple of years, maybe. Okay, they're done sieging here, so maybe they'll engage. Okay, we took their capital. There's not really much left to do. Probably just like lower the army funding, although I guess I might actually do a conquest war after. That is an option, but I think there are... Yeah, we'll just stay at a somewhat high force limit. Ah, this freaking system. I hate it so much. Beloved air dice. It's such a weak claim. I'm pretty sure more times than not my air usually dies. So like I would say I average one air or one air death per ruler. Good air though, but are they actually H22? So it is not bad. Decent legitimacy also. Conqueror. Okay. Presa requests privileges. Here. So plus 20 power. I think I will actually reject the petition. Actually, can all of you approach from here? This is the ruler, right? All of you. Just spare them. Might not really be necessary to fight this army. Force religion. Wouldn't that actually help them, to be honest? Actually, no, it seems like almost all of the population converted. So converting them would actually weaken them quite a bit. Anyways, we at least want to humiliate. Wait. I can show strength. I thought that was like, or I saw that in my last game and I thought, that's probably just some West African thing. But no, I can actually do it and gain 100 monarch point of every category. And I gain power protection. How much is like 100 points? Is it basically just 1 year worth? Pretty much. Still tempted to do this though, to be honest. I feel like 1 year worth of points. I mean, it's very good, but it's just 1 year also. But then again, weakening Naples, what good does that do me? Makes future wars easier, I suppose. Actually, yeah, they do accept this. Just gonna have to think that I don't strand myself, but no, I shouldn't. Just gonna double check that at the moment they are not dealing with religious communities. Gain some prestige and 30 power projection, which will probably drop off very quickly. Cost us 8k manpower, which, I mean, that is a bit. Or like, it's only much because we're not really growing our population that much. Do I have any war exhaustion? A little bit. And anyways, I should. Not really provide. Well, I guess even if I start annexing right away, it's gonna take not long. Let's prod this trade league a little bit. So Ravenna and Formo are valid targets, and I think, well, I could offer vassalization, but yeah, Lucca would not join. England would join. England would join here also. How is aggressive expansion? The opinion with Austria is high, so even if I go above 50 AE, that would be fine. By the way, I'm a bit confused. Why? Or did Ravenna have an ally? Ah, that's it. I was wondering why the amount of people in the war was not the same. I think I will declare on Ravenna. Then we can try and get Padua out quickly. I guess I can also call in England if I feel like. Just curious if I could give England military access and then just trap their army down in my lands. It was Padua or Padova, right? Padua. They don't have a castle, only garrisons. Oh, is there a capital fortress? Yeah, I guess that's it. Anyways, I might spend some money before starting the war. I guess invest a little bit in urban industry. Actually, this place is pretty much maxed out on farmland and mines. Yeah, I guess I'll invest in mines. And in crops. Nothing here. Invest in mines and farmland. And mines and farmland. Mines are almost maxed out here. Okay. Wait. How much did I invest? Oh my lord. That's not great. Well, some things are not going to be very profitable for a while. I don't know, why was it set to 100? Yeah, I was wondering, why is the treasury down to 700? God damn it. I guess I will wait until next year, at least, just to get some war weariness to burn off. A joyous occasion. Might try and do... Oh, the ruler died. Well, that's good. Now, what do I want to do here? Do I want to lose one stability and burn off state corruption, or continue with current leadership and gain 6 state corruption? Well, I guess now is a good time to grab some technologies. Could make the argument that I should just do this if I want to grab technologies to get corruption down. I think I'll just continue with current leadership, so I'll just grab a few techs before clicking that button. So this gave us some admin efficiency. I think we can go up one more level. I don't actually see this giving us anything. Grabbing an ID group. I said I wanted, what's it called, bureaucracy. The first ID here is pretty good, so don't really care too much about these. So like I could grab one technology and one idea. I think we'll do that. 425. I think I needed to have like a little bit over 1,000 admin power saved up for when I get to 20 state reach. Well, at least grab one technology here. What is the level on Genoa? Wow, it's 19. Cost 424. Just have to have a... Wait, guess I did not click the wrong place. I meant to check how much military power I need for reforms. 50, 150, 250. Mm, 400 and 500. Okay, so I should be able to get back to that by the time I have 20 state reach. Okay. Trade efficiency. Okay. Wait, why was I not able to build ships earlier then? Take one more technology in the... do I actually have to integrate? Actually, no, we don't do that. Oh yeah, bureaucracy ideas. And professional administration. Okay, and then we continue with current leadership. And now switch to Genoese Ballestrieri. Is the green defensive? Oh no, defensive morale. I don't really know what's good here. I think I knew at some point, but I have completely forgotten. Do I have time to make one infantry? 70 days. No, I don't. Okay, and I think we're good to go then. Or let the game run a bit. Alright. 80 legitimacy, so now would be the time to do this mission. Retake Pavia for 10 legitimacy and 15 prestige. Hey Jedi, how's it going? Ravenna and Rumagna. Oh. Good. How are you? Pretty good today. Had a decent night of sleep, so can't complain today. And yeah, got the campaign going on here, so for me it's always like difficult to decide on a country I would like to play. Like especially if I have just been playing a campaign and you have a great empire running and then you have to start all over again. Happy to hear it. I've wanted to play this for so long. So are you just constrained on time? Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks. Alright, forgot about that infantry. Or regiment, I guess. Make 2. Just curious if maybe I start the war without England and see how it goes. Got a huge promotion at work, so now I have 0 time for myself. Well, I guess it's like both good and bad then. But yeah, congrats on the promotion. It's good to hear. Oh, yeah, no matter, I'll let these regiments finish. We're actually almost maxed out on our property. Okay, let's try this war. I've been craving some Icarus lately. Ah. Well, at least that is perhaps not quite as time consuming as this game, but probably still pretty time consuming. Okay, so they would join even after the fact. Yeah, much easier to hop on and play a bit. Yeah, whenever I start a campaign here in this game and I really enjoy it, I cannot stop playing and I obsess about it and think about it all the time, like what do I do next and so on. Okay, let's see if this actually, why did I send the diplomat out? -1. Okay, I think it would be enough if I just go and step on the province. Wait. Ah. Oh, that's annoying. Can't get over there quite yet. No one gonna open up here? Okay, now we can actually get them out. Just white piece. Is this gonna black flag me? It does. Still not connected here by borders. Oh yeah, I guess if we get Ravenna to like completely surrender, then we can just grab whatever we have occupied from Genoa. Yeah, just put 3 countries in the war now. So, out of curiosity, how bad would the AE be here? This looks fine though. And Florence and Lucca, I think we have good enough relations with that they would not join. We need Hawaii. Well, I guess it's not completely out of the question at some point. Can you actually not enter here? I get there's a port here, but like as far as I can tell, this province does not connect here. Actually, let's leave one more regiment, I suppose. Where are they attacking? Montra or Monfra? Or do I care? I don't think I do actually. Okay. Indulgent peddler in Nuvara. I've never really understood the point of that event. I don't think I've ever read it either. Ah. The reason I kinda hate playing on higher speeds during, well, this situation. Would be so convenient if you could have a setting that would pause the game when like someone is about to attack your army. Battlefield medic. It's December, so I don't have time to recruit new regiments this year. See, we can at least have a look at the income during rollover. So, how many regiments do I actually have now? 14. It's probably fine to just go with that. Spy detection. Minus 20%. Okay, noble marriage ran out. We'll just do that again. Oh, I never did grand celebrations again. And it is needed for more loyalty. Loyalty with the nobility. And we'll of course expand bureaucracy. This is gonna work a little bit against us if we annex this province. Maybe I can give it to my vassal instead. Anyways. Social mobility. That's an event I don't like. So the metropolitans would get more influence, burghers would be more loyal, but the other two estates would lose loyalty. I think I do it this way then. But it's at least an event where you kind of have to think a little bit, and there's like a little bit of a case to be made for both the options. Okay, Genoa is clearing this up, which I don't actually mind, because they would surrender before I'm done sieging here. I would just accumulate a bunch of war weariness. They are not actually blockading here. I'll let this be for a bit. I might go and clear it up eventually. How much? So there are 2 regiments besides this. Actually, no. I should just take the general instead and leave 3 regiments here. Do I actually get there in time? Alright. Ravenna actually managed to get there army up again, since we weren't standing here. Don't get why they didn't actually reinforce that battle. Support the Dominicans, I suppose. Is there enough people here to siege, actually? And a general also. Okay, now we only have to take this place, although... I don't suppose Genoa would be willing to make a peace deal here. No. Can I just walk on and stack wipe some people? Ah, run into Genoa. Family ties. The royal family in England will learn of the pleasantries exchanged. Okay. Do consolidate. Can I stack wipe everyone? Yeah. It seems like I can get out now. Just out of curiosity. Right, did I click on the wrong country? Who am I negotiating with them, but I can't even click. Ah, I can't make it a core. So I'd have to occupy it and transfer. Does this work? Like, considering I couldn't walk in here earlier, you would think that these two provinces are supposed to be connected. I would not accept that way. Yeah, let's just go with this. Is it possible to disband when you're black flagged? Ah, you can. Regiments. Pretty okay with that. I'm curious, can you give the province away this way? No. I guess I just core it myself. Also, what is the state reach here? It's a bit less than mine. But I don't think I'll wait with integrating though. 5 years or 6 years away from being able to integrate here. But yeah, I think we reduced the budget for the army again. I don't really think I need to rush improving relations here. Like with 2 strong allies, I don't think there will be a coalition. The military power, don't spend more than 20. And don't fund the recruitment budget at all. 0% of tax income. By the way, isn't the population usually a lot higher here? Or the resident population? I guess not. Commerce size is still huge though. Is this updated? I guess it is. Very good communication efficiency. That's with... Well, there is level 2, 2 and 3 pathing. Yeah. Next is... How long is that gonna take? Just a year? I think we'll call back the diplomat from Hungary and start improving with... Actually no, I don't have an alliance slot now, so probably can't get more vassals until some of the aggressive expansion burns off. Like I can't get relations high enough. Let's see, how am I doing here on the international importance in terms of getting more alliance slots? I can never forget where to hover. Oh, it is here. 2 for average and mage. No, wait. Oh yeah, 2 for average and major, so not getting an alliance slot for a longest time. Like they would accept, it's just the relations that it's an issue. So yeah, I guess we won't fill up, or well, we won't have replaced this vassal for a little bit. $10K manpower. Is this a free city, by the way? No, they're not. Just one province minor, is that what they're called? Is there anything I could release? Or like have a war someone and have them release something? I guess technically province, but I think their economy base would be too large anyways to peacefully vassalize. So yeah. Anyways, I think drilling income is good enough for that. And let's build some infrastructure. Although I'm gonna have a look at these provinces after I overinvested. Yeah, the crops. Very low throughput and not profitable, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be here. Yeah, it's actually fine. I don't remember which provinces exactly where I did the overinvestment. Yeah, I can actually invest a little bit in forestry. Commerce has gotten quite profitable. Oh, by the way, what's the relations here? Okay, just minus 60, so I can still trade with Naples. Yeah, let's invest, I guess, 10 ducats into commerce. And 10 into urban industry. So how much would another level of irrigation cost me here? Do I wanna... Oh, wait. Why can I even... Why is this even an option if we're still building amenities? I had kind of forgotten about that. Do we need any infrastructure here though? Oh yeah, we actually do need amenities. I'm guessing maybe some units of amenities were destroyed in the war. Actually, well, might have, but also only 18 out of 42 units. Okay, I guess we build amenities here also then. Because this is like a new province in a... Or like it's a province in a new trade node. So we want to make this into a great city and keep it as a great commerce province. Wait, is Hungary still not gotten commercialization? They were so close a few years ago. Oh yeah, how is the situation here? Don't think there is much difference since last time I checked. Oh yeah, it was... no, they are still independent. Byzantium, I mean. Still no new options for rivals. Okay, we annexed Montferrat. Just gonna get rid of their regiments. By the way, did the garrison decay? Yeah, there are 3 out of 4 units, so I think I remember there was a garrison here earlier. Okay, I guess a garrison here also. So would this be a good place for a port? I think I will make one. Don't really know when it would be relevant to have castles this way. I guess actually we're dragged into the 100-year war with France. And we would want castle here and here. I think I'll just start. It takes a long time. And one here. Just I fought Milan quite a few times, and the forts in this area, they absolutely drove me crazy. Or I think they had like, what are they called? Star castles or something? Actually, no, just Bastion, I think, but then with the garrison also, like, you needed so damn many regiments to actually siege. Is this stated? It isn't, and it probably shouldn't be either until we've done at least one round of reforms. If the autonomy here is over 50, then it would be even higher here. Do I improve a little bit with my neighbors, or just go back to currying favors? I guess we improve a bit. Okay, didn't have... Well, if this is updated, it did not have a huge impact on state reach. I mean, integrating and annexing here. By the way, how long is the truce here with Naples? 11 more years. Okay. See, that's Lucca. Do I care about improving relations here? Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, aggressive expansion. To my eyes, it's just the case by 2.5 no matter relationship. Wait, I don't remember hiring this dude. I thought everyone was from the bureaucratic faction. Well, they are now. Okay, 17 state reach. Tyrrhenian Sea, that's air, right? Oh, wrong button. Yeah, so collecting quite a bit more now that we conquered Liguria. Just thinking a little bit how many rival options Hungary has. They can actually rival France. I wish I could do that. I don't get why both Venice and France is a valid rival, but I cannot rival any of them. Like Hungary has more development than I do, and they have a larger army, although actually quite small right now. nobility isn't exactly super loyal at the moment, but yeah. Let's improve relations a little bit before we go back to currying favors. An heir to the throne. Also, did we eclipse Naples for a day or two? We might start exchanging favors for trust here soon. What is this? We could get another military advisor, probably younger, but like still disciplined. Sure. And the monthly cost is pretty much irrelevant. I don't suppose the commerce industry has stabilized. It hasn't. It does shrink. Oh, it is probably gonna shrink for some time more. Actually have a little bit of sea salt now. I think that's the only province we have that in. Until we get this province, I think. By the way, how much power does the nobility have here? 60%. Okay, I guess Hungary embraced commercialization. And now they are sharing with Poland. We got a new core. Just curious here, like, is this ticking up just a little bit? That's because it's a territorial core. Yeah, it's ticking up a lot, actually. Is it because the elites are, yeah, no burghers here, but here there's burghers with a lot of power and so loyalty? And yeah, here we have separatism also. And very disloyal burghers with all the power. Actually, let me have a look at the wagon. Or, yeah, no, I think it would have updated. What was the situation with salt? Nothing going on. Bishop of Liguria. Local unrest. Local missionary strength. Yearly papal influence. +5 clergy loyalty. Spend some ducats for more clergy loyalty. I guess we do that. Royal marriage with Hungary, sure. Okay, so Hungary and Poland are still allied, so I guess Poland's ruler is... Oh, this is a new ruler. I guess they managed to avoid personal union. Or is that true? Damn, you got a lot of mods. What's your config to play EU4? I'm looking for a config for Paradox. Thanks, mate. I don't actually have many mods. It's just 2? No, 3. Meiou and taxes. Population submod or pop display submod for Meiou and taxes, and another Stellaris font. Did that help you any? Monastic protests. Yeah, you'll find, well, 2 of them on the Steam Workshop. If you wanted this display here, you would have to go on the Meiou and taxes Discord, I think. Okay, so protected peasantry. Don't like the stability increase interval. Be the same here. Arrest the monks. I'm actually not doling out grains. I think I'll take the loyalty hit with the clergy, because I can always spend some prestige and get it back. Or do I just oppose populist reform? I think I'll just go with this. Despite that, the only province we have unrest is the newly conquered one. We've improved the relations with Hungary to the max, and can escalate complaint and get 10 burger loyalty. Gain a diplomatic insult casus belli on Switzerland. I would assume this also sours the relations a little bit. I don't actually know exactly what Switzerland is. But anyways, that's a no-brainer. I've never once clicked here. I guess we send a diplomat out to exchange some favors for trust. So get up to 60 with both our allies. And now what? Ancona. Is that one of those republics where you can't have a royal marriage? Republic. I think Camarino is not a republic. Alright, they don't like when we annex members of the HRE. So, peaceful vassalization is off the table for a bit. Well, I already said that, but even longer than I expected. Yeah, I would have to release a country through war to get relations high enough. I don't think I've seen any activity from Savoy. I guess I could release Sardinia. Gonna take another hit to stability. Timing almost works out in that we could reduce their influence before doing reforms. Because the bureaucrats need well, a little bit of influence. Yeah, just a shameful affair. They lose 20 influence and we lose some stability. I don't remember last time I played Milan if like high power from the burghers were a problem or not. Okay, noble concessions ran out, disarmed relative and burgher tax relief and noble marriage and bureaucratic expansion. I feel like I could almost revoke another privilege on the nobility again. I think I'll do that. Maybe another one on the manpower they provide. Okay. This would be an option. Or this. I think I'll go with this. Curtail service commutation. So minus 20% mana cost for noble levies and plus 20% multiplied by noble loyalty, state manpower from nobility. And we accumulate some corruption in the provinces. But we're kind of close enough to like a reform spree that I don't care. The what's it called? The corruption is going to be sky high on both levels soon enough. But yeah, strategic marriage once again. Will yield concessions and will disown an unpopular relative. We're almost maxed out on legitimacy anyways. And it's been ticking up very quickly. I wonder actually if I should have done this earlier. But anyways, it will just have to wait. What is actually the ideal burger size? 1000, and right now it is at 0.75. So what's peasant freedom? I don't think I've ever checked that in this one. So this number here, 85. That is pretty high. Wow, here it's 99, 88. It's good. Grand celebrations, that's also like a way to support the nobility. That also reminds me, I could maybe build a rank of irrigation somewhere. Well, here the rank is already 2. I think I would like to upgrade to rank 2 somewhere. Seems like Parma has the biggest size, so can't quite afford it yet. And I should also try and have some ducats saved up for when I go on this reforming spree, because I will not have any income for quite a few years after that. Oh yeah. See, I think I'm gonna annex them as soon as I can, although after the reformation spree, but basically I don't really need a royal marriage then, I think. So that would not make this legitimacy back. I guess improve a bit with Naples so we don't go below negative 150, because then we would not be able to trade with them. There actually isn't a lot of unrest there, I must say. Like, we even have +5 from opposing populist reform, and alright, that thing. I don't care. I park my army here, would it start decaying? The uprising, I mean. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about the ships. Would like to have some... Actually, what do I want to spend the force limit on here? Transports or galleys or light ships? I mean, if I'm gonna fight Naples, we'll just get military access through all these countries. It's pretty much the same everywhere. No. Guess I don't really need a navy before I go to the Balkans if I choose to do that. Galleys would be nice, I guess. Being able to blockade stuff. I think we just go for galleys. I think even if I'm annexing here during the construction progress, the ship should still complete. Maybe not more than... Actually 5. The force limit might go down a bit on the navy as well when we do a lot of reforming. Find it a bit sad that I'm actually not able to use 25 Diplo points on these taxes that are covered by Diplo. On cooperative philosopher. Another thing to screw over stability. Papacy would not be happy, but I think we still have a lot from supporting the Pope. Is there an advisor that could hire to replace that supports the correct faction? I don't see one. I think I just go for this. Also have to remember that this one event where you can upset the Pope and have a -100 opinion, and I've managed to do that many times and get myself excommunicated. Another one. Attempt to improve conditions and infrastructure. Also one of those things where why would you ever click this button instead of this button? And we could use a bit more loyalty on the burghers. And especially here, but yeah. Did it actually tick up a lot by itself, or towards 50, or whatever the resting point is? I remember it was like 10% when we conquered it. Okay, 19.2. This place still hasn't recovered from that overinvestment. I guess I just save this until after all the reforming. But yeah, I'll just save these ducats for the next 5 years when we will probably be negative for some years also. Commerce is still shrinking. I think it was at 190 at the most, and now it's down to 155 in size. By the way, is the are the amenities gonna finish in the capital anytime soon? It's pretty close. Oh, well, technically it's already rank 4, but there are still like 2 units left to build apparently. So now there are housing for 200,000 residents. So opposed to earlier when it was only enough for 80, and there are 108,000 here now. I'm almost considering moving some population from these provinces where there are too many residents. Because does it tell me how many are dying? Or like birth minus 0.183. I'm actually gonna check how much it would cost to move 10,000 residents from each province here. Let's see, select amount of props. 5 or 10,000 from each province. And we have to select, well, we had already marked them, and then we click the select from, and then we mark our capital Lombardia and click mark selected provinces as 2 zone. Finish the zone selection. We would want to move residents. That would cost almost 500 ducats and 175 military points. I'm tempted to do that just so that there won't be so many people dying. I don't care about the ducat cost, but the military cost I'm a little bit hesitant about. I think I'm just gonna do it. Although I feel like it messes up the industries quite a bit. Especially in the province that you move people to. This place is also overcrowded, but building, if I so wish to, building 1 rank of amenity is not really that expensive compared to going from rank 2 to 3. unless there are already a lot of units invested into the amenities, but no, here you would need 16. Almost the same. Yeah. Whereas here you would just need 6 units. I think the game needs to run for until February to actually calculate that. Start integrating, and it would take just over a year. There's no way they would turn disloyal, right? If I lose some legitimacy when I do reforming, I think it's fine. Where do I actually have claims myself? Nowhere. Okay, there's not really that much point in improving relations here, and I think we just recently did in Hungary. Oh yeah, I don't have claims on Savoy anymore. Don't think it's a priority. Guess make one in Genoa. Okay, and now state reach should be 20. Still just gonna let the game run to Feb. Actually, never mind. I guess first of all, let's try supporting the bureaucratic faction. That gets like it's plus 20 bureaucratic influence, but I don't think that necessarily means that this number is gonna go up 20. Plus 5 bureaucracy corruption, that's fine. That's actually quite a lot, but... And yeah, we get to 35 influence here. Just want to have a check here. Okay, so there is a lot of labor here now that do not have a job. I guess invest 100 ducats into urban industry. Okay, that's done. What is this about, by the way? Break the Reichstand. Stability increased interval minus 5%. Sure. That's always needed. But yeah, before we do the reforms on the estates, let's click this button for more yearly centralization. Like here it's plus 0.1 and here it's plus 0.2. But we also increase the like max centralization by 20. So now this number can actually go up. which we need to get to 40 so we can do appointed here for monthly autonomy changed minus 0.15. That is pretty huge actually. I never know when I should go from local to native here. Feel like communication efficiency is fine when you're like this compact, but I really don't know. Anyways, castles have been built. How much are they costing me when they are maintained? Almost 1 ducat. Ah, that was the wrong button. Mothball all forts except here, where we're expecting like an uprising. So yeah, then I guess it's time to like piss off the nobility and take on a bunch of corruption and destroy stability as well. So because I'm gonna do these reforms where I think I counted earlier that I'm gonna like lose about 60 elite loyalty, I figure I might as well just destroy elite loyalty before doing those privileges, because then you're just losing something you don't have. But yeah, I guess, yeah, we start with the privileges here on the nobility, then do the reforms, or like these round buttons that we want to do, because the elites don't like if we change this while we have less than 1 stability. Do I just continue revoking this? Also, how much can I actually do? Like when loyalty goes to 0 in every province, then they won't talk to us. I think if I have 81, then I can actually revoke 3 privileges before they start talking to me. But I can still do these like round reforms. Just can't remember there is. I think when you remove these court titles completely, you lose the ability to do one of these interactions for supporting the nobles. I think, I'm not sure though. Which one? Ah, here. I think this is the one I want to remove. Signorial courts. Because of the +10 local autonomy from noble power and +5 local corruption from noble power. Ah, that's actually 50 minus 50 noble loyalty, so that one has to be done last. When we have like 1 loyalty on the nobility. I'm just gonna try and get more manpower from the nobility. So this is minus 40 loyalty. And I have to run the game one more month before the button comes back. And the same with the one I clicked earlier. Is it 1490? For some reason I thought it was 1490. But yeah, I think everyone, or all the provinces in Italy leaves the HRE, or can. Unless like all of the provinces are under HRE control, which they are not. But yeah, here we have this button back again, so we click it again. And we still have like a little bit of loyalty here, so we can click on this button that would cost 50 loyalty, but we don't really have anything to lose. Abolish seigneurial courts. So now they refuse to talk to us, but we can still do this. But yeah, I think I'll do this reform tenancy. So effect will be plus 0.2 yearly peasant freedom and plus 15 minimum peasant freedom. That's not really relevant for us. Plus 10% on rural skills. I wasn't actually aware of that, but that's pretty great. Okay, so if I clicked enact reforms, we would lose 40 noble loyalty, but yeah, we have no loyalty from them anyways. We lose 10 legitimacy and 2 stability. And stability increase interval plus 40% and all power cost plus 5%. But we want to do more reforms. We want to do this also. Plus 5% plus 5% multiplied by state reach base tax efficiency. Minus 5% mana cost of all state taxes. Minus 20% tax revenue transfer to elite based on power share, and enable salt excise and timber excise, which those 2 excises doesn't really do much for us because we have very little of that industry type. Okay, so now we're gonna lose 15 legitimacy and 3 stability, and stability increase interval will be plus 50%, which is not the absolute worst. Hey, Osiris, how are you? So we enact that. You know, someone has a killer gamer PC when he plays with Meiou and taxes. Yeah, that is really true. And then you're streaming it on top of it, which also takes something. But yeah, I still deal with 15-second rollovers in the early 17th century. So yeah, during when I'm warring and I have to wait for rollovers, that actually frustrates me sometimes, especially if the war is not going well. Okay, I think we can do everything, but just in case, I'm gonna start with... Where is the thing that requires autonomy to be under 50? Oh, fuck. That was here. Oh, I needed 25 state reach for that. Well, it's fine. I can just do it later. So I guess we do means of recruitment. Minus 10 elite power from autonomy and minus 0.5 provincial and state corruption. We accumulate a lot of corruption and lose loyalty on the elites. And stability, but on the plus side we can't lose more stability now. So yeah, plus 20% admin cost. It's not the great, but also less corruption. Again, we lose stability, but there's nothing to lose. And also we are almost maxed out on provincial corruption, so good times. Okay, just click here. Regulate tax farmers, or whatever it was. And appoint magistrates across the realm. A minus 5% stability increase interval, minus 0.05 global autonomy. That's actually also pretty good. Base welfare and provincial corruption reduction. More state corruption. I'm actually not capped on that. This I don't want to do. Like give the elite more power from wealth. I actually wonder if it would have been worth it to just wait until I had 25 state reach and just could have done even more. Like there's this. And this. And I could have... Well, I don't really know if I wanted to do 3 of these reforms or these round buttons at once. But yeah, I think we are actually done then. Now we just have to support the estates that actually are willing to talk to me. We'll perform a show of devotion. And I don't mind lavishly endowing the church because it's not like I'm gonna have any tax income anyways for a few years. Same goes with providing tax relief. Well, that's wouldn't get anything from that, I think, anyways yet. And also, I don't mind taking on more corruption in the... Well, we get on state level also, actually. But yeah, actually quite a bit on state level. But in the provinces, we're already capped out, so... I don't think I want to spend... Well, I don't want to increase the stability increased interval even more, so I'll just have to make do with the levels we have on loyalty. It's not bad with the clergy and the burghers. This is bad though, but... also, eventually... Like... What can be done right now? Or in a few years? Leverage the elites, I don't want to do that. Call corrupt officials. Don't really think I want to do that either. I'm not sure. When do you actually get the option to pay more salaries, revitalize the administration, and overturn the status quo, I think it's called? Or you sacrifice to stability to burn off corruption? Okay, the only thing I guess left to do is dole out rain, but I think I'll just wait until December to do it, because this number will not update properly before next year anyways. I guess I'm gonna actually this have to wait until... But does this do anything before next year? But anyways, I don't think the feudal or the nobility will be providing us any manpower, so I guess I'll try and provide some myself, but 60% of tax income isn't really gonna be anything for the next few years. Wow. Worse stability increase interval for 5 years. Not the time for it. That way I really hope that nothing happens with the 100-year war right now. They still have like the Plantonier. Is this the dynasty they start with actually? I think I would have actually noticed, or there would have been a notification if the 100-year war was over. Skills of the Duchess. Military technology cost minus 10% for the next 20 years. Also, let me now do full grain provisions. I guess maybe it would technically be better to do it in this month, but who cares? Gotta love when you see like an increase here of 110%. Minus 4.4 per year. I should root out as much corruption as possible. Okay. Still building amenities. Almost done though. By the way, how does that work? I don't remember exactly when I invested, but say if the investment wasn't done and now I have 89 corruption, is whatever leftover investment just gonna go to the elites now? Yeah, not really the time to invest in anything right now with this much corruption. Did I ever? No, I think I decided to save the money for this period, so I did not queue up irrigation here. So is there a reason I'm not integrating now? Guess I'm just waiting for the diplomat to potentially make a claim here. Decade of marriage. Like stability, it goes up so quickly from -3 despite having, I think, like plus 60% to stability increase interval now. Wait, no. I think I'm expanding the bureaucracy also. So like there's is it 100 and now would it be 85? Plus 50, plus 60 and plus 90. Yeah, plus 90 from broken aristocrats, societal instability and bureaucratic expansion. Just wanted to have a look at how many privileges is actually left to remove on the nobility. Not really that many. Okay, this is over and I won't do it again until stability is better. Okay, I can't do another noble marriage because nobility won't talk to me. Extended privileges for the burghers. So you can actually give them a tax relief through supporting the estate and through events. Why not? Okay, this has almost equalized after we moved all that pop. Bit worse here though. By the way, how is this looking? Or the life fulfillment? I think earlier, or the very first few years, it was below 100%. It's looking, well, not great, but at least better. Not great here though. Oh yeah, I wanted to check how much corruption is caused by the nobility now. 12%. Surprised the burghers are causing that much. Because they are very loyal. And 20% from state, which is because of this. Okay. 1 more month or 2. Wait, they are a member of the HRE? Or is it because... Oh, because I'm a member. Was not quite aware of that. Muscovy as a rival. I can never be bothered to walk all the way up here and war them. Yearly prestige minus 0.1 for 4 years. I think I'm okay with that. Ooh, bronze. I'll take that. Muscovy, I guess. We might just outgrow them. Or eclipse them, so even though I'll never war them, I'll add them as a rival. I guess I should have done the same with... I'm actually not sure who eclipsed who. Shouldn't it be the Mamluks that eclipsed me? I think I could also insult someone for some power projection. Yes, ideally I would still want a advisor representing the bureaucratic faction. Yeah. I'll do a few rounds of firing advisors, but trade skill, I'll take that. Income is actually not bad. I guess it's obligations from the burghers, I would think. Yeah. A little bit, or well, quite a bit from the nobles also, especially since they are so disloyal. How is my force limit? I'm not even over. How far into the game are we? Like, start in 56, so kinda expecting something to happen here soon. Still have the same allies as earlier. Kinda forgot I should maybe check a bit more often that they don't ally Castile. Okay, we have spy network 50. By the way, how quickly does this penalty for annexing someone in the empire? Or is that only here? Anyways. Wait, am I supposed to do something here first? Diplomatic annexation cost plus 10%, but yeah, I can't get to this for quite some time, so. $126 Diplo points to annex. By the way, they are at technology level 20 and I'm on 18, 16, 18. But I am quite fine with that. Although I just realized I'm gonna lose some claims now. Technically, I would have time to declare here if I want to. Genoa, Ravenna, Lucca, and Mantua. This would be easier. Is the truce length the same? Yeah, it is. I might actually do that war. How many men would I face here? 8,000. Genoa also are at military tech 20 and I refuse to take up during this time. Too expensive with the recent reform penalty and very high corruption. I suppose I can just make my own claim at some point. Okay, so we're back to stability 0. How much devastation did we accumulate? 8.8. I guess we stopped accumulating at -1. What changed with Are we using more diplomatic power now because the nobles are less loyal? I guess we're using a little bit on timber excise, but... How much is corruption still ticking down here in the capital? Not too different from the average. And this is going down by 3.24 per year. This is ticking down quite slowly. Are there more options here now? Okay. Yeah, now there are more options. I think I will do this when we're not suffering from those recent reform penalties. Use 2 stability and burn off 5 state corruption and 10 bureaucracy corruption. Don't really like... I don't want to give up state reach at this point. Not before I at least get rid of this minus 0.10 yearly state reach, and usually don't revitalize the administration before it's the opposite, where we gain a little bit passively every month. I am still focused on admin, yeah. Okay, just keep going. Priests are preaching heresy. I don't want to lose loyalty on the clergy now. It's quite low, so let's spend 25 admin to gain some loyalty instead. By the way, what is the naval force limit on these days? Oh, it is actually just 4. Oh, they have very high corruption here. Well, I'm one to speak, but wouldn't expect that from the AI actually. I wonder if I can state this right away without messing up the autonomy. I need to be below 50, right? Yeah. Also, I usually like to get over to this area, not right away, but somewhat quickly, just so I can vassalize one of these countries and just have them spread meritocracy when I can actually have it spread to me. Which I think is usually when you are at 40 state reach. Another event. Still can't support them, so I guess we just chastise the landowners and lose some loyalty. Not that we have too much to lose. But I refuse to give up peasant freedom. France really can't decide on whether or not they want to be a great power, I guess. I cannot make a claim on them, by the way. Not that I think I would, or like, I don't know, I would want to war them. I would probably declare on Florence instead, to be honest. But let's see, England, they still have Brittany and Navarre. So my ally is stronger than England's ally, I would say. Well, actually it's pretty even, to be honest. But if I declare like through Florence, it would be an easier war than if England declares on France. But I think if France declares on England, I'm not sure that all of these countries would join. Scotland probably would. Aragon, I don't know. Yeah, they probably would join. So yeah. Which advisor was this? The discipline guy. Have to do another round of sacking advisors. The manpower training cost does something for me, but I would much rather prefer discipline. But I'll just go for it, because it's not like I'm swimming in money, and hiring advisors is pretty expensive for where we are at in the game. Okay, so there is the annexation. We have gained the Rogue Republic CB against Florence Lucca. Or Florence and Lucca. I don't really understand why we get this CB. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna start trying to make a claim here, because it might very well fail. Did I inherit any navy? No, I guess not. Just gonna disband this. See, there is a garrison everywhere, I think. Actually, not here. There's a castle though, but I think I want a garrison as well. Okay, so now I have provinces in the Adriatic Sea. But I don't really... Well... Do I care about this, like, developing this as a good city? Still 20 average here, by the way. I think I'll just bank on conquering a better city or trade. Well, who are we kidding? It's gonna be Venezia eventually. Problem is just AE. And yeah, I will not state these provinces. Just gonna look what we actually got. Province with more wine. Although these numbers are not really correct at the moment, I think. Only. How much population was here? This belonged to Valley, right? Knights holding. Machinery. And yeah, the sea salt, I guess. It's at max size already. Also, let me actually check out this river that's running through somewhere here. Ah, okay. I'm not sure if like this province can actually utilize the river since I'm not owning this province. Guess we'll see next year. What's going on here? They are at war with Lorraine. I'm sure I don't really care about that. The money. Well, I guess noble loyalty is back to 0 again, so we go with this option. And I really don't want state corruption, so this would give me a bit more legitimacy. Or like, yeah, I think I'll just do that. Royal marriage offer from Camerino. Do I care to do some quick math to figure out if it's possible to vassalize them now? Let's see, improved relations and accepted religion is 125. Noble marriage is 25. Royal marriage, yeah, so we could get to 150. Then a guarantee that will get us to 170 minus 23. So we're missing about 10. But yeah, aggressive expansion and annexed a member of the HRE is also burning off. So I would say in 1496 it's probably possible to vassalize these guys. It's a republic. So yeah, I guess we call back a diplomat from Hungary and start improving here. So it would be, I guess, convenient to have them make a claim on, well, everything around them, pretty much. Maybe not the papacy quite yet. Also something I want to vassalize, but I think that would create too much aggressive expansion. Influential bureaucrats. Does that mean we are 5 years past reforming? Not sure. So, yeah, I suppose I'll just accept. Anyways, now we can check communication efficiency here. Okay, so this province is able to use the river. Oh yeah, the burghers are less loyal than the rest of the country, but the nobility is more loyal than the rest. Bohemia announced us as their rival. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been 5 years since the reforms. Corruption is actually a bit high, so I don't think I wanna invest anything. What else did I mean to do now this year? Not actually. Oh yeah, I wanted to check here again. I feel like this should be possible now. Broken aristocrats. How long is this, what's it called? The reform thingy gonna last? Ah, yeah, okay, so 5 more years of this societal instability. I wonder if this thing only like registers like per year, so that I have to wait until next year to actually be able to support the nobles. Verona declared on Padua. Is this a one-on-one? Padua and Trent. Am I planning on any wars anytime soon? Otherwise, I will just stop funding the army. It's kind of tempting to try and war Florence, just to get a war with France. But Hungary and England would join, though we don't get really an accurate number here, because game doesn't count all of these feudatories and appanages. I don't think nominal subjects join. Also, Burgundy is disloyal on top. Are there anyone supporting them? No, not really. There's a bot I have to get rid of. Kind of getting hungry, so that's kind of... If this was like a new session, I would probably get ready for a war here. Okay, now that I think about it, I should probably do it, because fully kill their army and siege them down, and then eventually they will just surrender. And then if we have anything occupied on France, we can just take that through this peace deal with Florence. Would be half tempting to like try and take a province here and release province, but I'm not sure if there's gonna be an event where province would flip back again. I think that would only be for Naples, actually. Something with Charles, I think. Oh, well, maybe not. Yeah, actually, this Charles, I think. I guess that's actually already happened now that I think about it. There's also... what are they called? Toulouse? But that would be a bit too close to Aquitaine, I guess. See, I have claim here. What is this? Oh, just ally. Why is Nice part of Savoy, by the way? There's no truce here anymore, so I guess I could have a war there again, but I don't really like doing the, what are they called? Humiliate rival, or using that CB. Does Camarino already have any claims? No. Didn't I have a CB for some Republic thing? I don't see it. Or does that not show up on the map? It does not. This would give me my war against Formo, actually. No, I think, actually I just remember I'm trying to get Camarino as a vassal, so I should not accumulate any more aggressive expansion yet. Until that is done. So I'm just assuming that, like for example Trent, these other OPMs, that they have too much aggressive expansion here. Yeah, I do. Well, these events, I'm not a fan. So I get increased stability, increased interval no matter what. Populist prosecution, I'm technically already doing that, I think. Or is that called opposing populist prosecution, what I'm doing now? Where is it here? Ah, okay, this actually just ran out. Well, I think we do this. Forbid these practices. Rebels seems to still be, or like not be a thing, except for here. The provincial corruption is not really ticking down very much. Yeah, I guess I just keep funding the army because I guess it's not gonna be that long until I have a Marino, I think. Let's vote for an English pope. Another thing. Yeah, we've seen this one before. I don't know, it feels like there are so many events and so many things that are affecting stability. Well, can at least support the nobility now. Can I not disown an unpopular relative these days? Am I willing to do this? Yeah, I think well, actually, if not for the fact that there are so many things besides well, there are so many event things that are affecting stability now. think sail around on this side. Bohemia got involved in this. I don't get how they are able to have so many allies. And permanent junior partner, which also counts as a slot. Well, not an alliance, but a Diplo slot. And this one as well, so they have like 6 relations. That's too many diplomatic relations. Yes, I think it's still 3, well, just over 3 more years we're suffering from reforms. In the head of Mary. Right, I guess we spend some admin points and ducats to make her feel at home. And make her happy. I don't remember what the benefit is from doing that. Although I should, because I've seen that event so many times. But yeah, I think I will not do any more wars today. I'll probably just play until I've vassalized Camarino. Then I can evaluate a little bit off stream what I want to do. Okay, so the diplomat is done. Okay, we are at 141, so yes, guarantee 161 and then a gift, and we should get there. Ah, there's the disowned relative. Okay, 61 corruption here. Yeah. Ah, wow. That's not convenient. Kind of wasted some legitimacy there. Okay, did I miscalculate? No, it's fine. Okay, offer vassalization. Then we'll try and make them create some claims. Oh, not there, here. Okay. Verona ate up something. They ate up Trent. Can I war them? This would pull in Genoa and Fermo. Okay, I'm just gonna, I guess, prepare a little bit for that war before I end. How many regiments would I be facing? Not many, but I guess we build up to force limit. I like with Bohemia. Shame I don't have them as a rival back. Could change. What does it actually cost me? 63 Diplo. But yeah, what do I actually want out of this war? I think I want to take Fermo. Like, while I do want this province, I'm thinking, is it a bigger priority to like try and get Venezia? I guess I don't really need to decide right now. Yes, since we're already working on this spy network. Would it be fine for me to spend 50 trust? I think. Well, not 50 trust, but 50 favors. I don't have enough to pull them into a war, but shouldn't take too long to like get enough favors for that. Same here. Okay, so this is for making her, the consort, feel more at home. So we get yearly legitimacy plus 0.5 for the next 20 years. Holy crap, that's one hell of an investment. Like, that is so much. But yeah, I think it is good enough for now. I think we made some good progress with reforming. Kind of like the one thing that is a bit annoying after doing mass reforming like this is that you don't really get a good picture of how much more you can tax, because the corruption is sky high afterwards. But 77 ducats from the peasantry with like an average of 71 corruption. One last thing though. But yeah,